Welcome to the Master Dealmaker's Secrets podcast. And now, here's sales growth strategist, John Blake.
Welcome to Master Dealmaker's Secrets. I'm John Blake. This is episode 95, and today we're going to be talking about implementing new strategies in your business, implementing new ideas in your business. But first, before we get into that, if you've got lead flow, you've got people you've spoken to that have not converted yet, and you want to convert more of those leads into sales, head over to johnblakeaudio.com and get your free audio training where I show you the exact strategy that you can use to double sales with the existing lead flow that you already have. These are the leads that you've already paid for, people that are already in your system. This is the exact same strategy that I start all my new clients on, and it works really, really well once you get it happening in your business. And what you're going to get over at johnblakeaudio.com is the exact strategy. I don't hold anything back. You'll have the exact word-for-word scripts that you can use when you email people, when you call people, and exactly when to call and when to email over a 90-day period. So head over to johnblakeaudio.com and grab that now, and I look forward to hearing your success story. Okay, so episode 95. So we're going to talk about implementing new things in your business. And this could be implementing new strategies in your sales process, implementing a new offer, just implementing new things in your business. So often what I find is that people are creatures of habit. They tend to only use what works. And that's great because you should stick with what works, right? If it's producing a result, you should absolutely stick to it. But if you only do what you've always done, you'll only ever get what you've always gotten. So you do have to try new things. And so what I want to do is give you a bit of an idea as to, what you should expect, because often the default setting is that we try something new, and if it doesn't work, we kind of just can it. We often just give up too early. And so one of the analogies that I want to use, and I think it's a really, really good analogy, is if you can recall ever seeing a infomercial, right? So, when they say, call now, right? This offer is not available in stores, so those ones, right? So those infomercials that you see on the television, they go through a particularly strict criteria before they actually make it to free-to-air television. And so to preface this, it's important that you understand that those infomercials are written by the best copywriters. They have the very best actors, the best talent. They have the best cameramen. They have the best editors. They have the very best of everything. And for it to actually see the light of day, for it to be something that shows up on free-to-air television, it has to go through what they call a pilot process. So they'll create a pilot of an infomercial, and if the infomercial is successful and it sells enough in that particular pilot, then it can be shown on free-to-air television. Now, here's the interesting thing. For every 10 of these pilots that they create, keeping in mind that they're using the very best of the talent, the very best copywriters, very best cameramen, very best talent, very best editors, the best of everything to get these things as right as what they possibly can, of every 10 pilots that they produce, 8 fail miserably. So only 2 actually find their way to free-to-air television. So why am I telling you this? Well, I'm telling you this because when you try something new, firstly, you need to make sure that it's not user error. So make sure that you're actually doing using the strategy the way that it was intended, and that you're not actually doing something that's sabotaging your own success. But when it comes to a new offer, once you've had, and it might be 100 conversations, or it could be 50 conversations, to test out a new offer to your market, only then are you really going to know. Because there's this other thing, called statistical significance. If you only talk to 3 people with a new offer and all of those 3 people say no, well, that's not a statistically significant number. You really need to be looking at around about 100, 150. I mean, if it's an email offer, or it could be a face-to-face offer, you can test a lot faster, in using a Facebook advertising campaign or sending out to your database. But I just want to sort of give you that as a bit of background, because I just find that often people just don't want to implement new things in their business because they're afraid of failing. And the truth be known is that you can get so many things right, and something for whatever reason just might not work. It reminds me of the lead singer of Faith No More, Mike Patton. He says, if an idea comes from within you, it's automatically valid. It just might not be popular. So don't let the fact that something might not work stop you from coming up with new ideas, because it's new ideas that are the things that take off, that can change the game in your business. Doing something differently and getting a great result might not happen that often, but when it does happen, it can totally change the game. So, here we are at the start of the year. We're looking at how we can do things differently. Don't be afraid to try new things, and don't be afraid to try them for long enough until you've got enough data, that there's enough statistically significant data in terms of your feedback to work out whether it's something that actually really, really has worked, or is something that you might want to give up on and move on to the next idea with. So I hope that's valuable, and I will look forward to speaking to you on the next podcast. Cheers.
You've been listening to Master Dealmaker's Secrets with John Blake. Subscribe to get more in-depth strategies to maximize your sales process with new episodes every week. And double your inquiry to sale conversion with the lead flow you already have. Go to johnblakeaudio.com for his exclusive free no-fluff audio training and companion PDF guide.